Hi everybody, it's Faye. I thought today we would tackle a twin flame reading. It's not everybody's thing, I suppose, but I just thought there's such a big demand for it. I'm wondering if anybody would be interested in the twin flame readings. This one being for December 2017. Apparently a lot of twin flames, through this ascension process, a lot of people are starting to get back in contact. And let's see what the cards have to say about that. So we're going to start at the top. I don't know if I'm actually in frame for this, guys, okay? Because I've only got a tiny wee camera and it's quite a big spread. I think there's about 12 cards here. Right, let's have a look. I don't know if you can hear me. But this card here, these ones up here are actually, where is the relationship going? If these are actually going to be getting in contact, or some people are actually in karmic relationships just now, so we'll see. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands, and looks pretty good. It would seem to me that a lot of people is kind of working hard towards trying to get together with a twin flame. It seems like the energies are there, because that's the architect card. Obviously this is a love relationship. Maybe not always romantic love. I think that's a mistake people make with twin flame. It's not always a romantic love. It's just a sheer bond of two souls from the one soul, as I believe. We've got Wands up here, which looks like triumph. This is the female side. The female side being to the left, because I think the whole point to this is when you're standing at the altar, the female's always to the left hand side, so it's the divine feminine. But remember, the divine feminine energy does not have to be female. Either of the couples can have this energy, male or female. It depends on the actual relationship. The female could have a much more male energy than the male. Let's see if I can move this up a wee bit. Can you see that a bit better? Is that better? Right. And it would seem also, this side here being the divine male energy to the right of the screen, okay? Right hand. And we have the Ace of Cups. So it looks like it's going to be on track. It looks like going into probably 2018, the twin flame energies look to be at least in the same page. I know that it's still karmic relationships on both sides, and these could be getting played out at the moment. You hear a lot of divorces and breakups, and it could be just that the twin flame energies are starting to get more in tune with one another. We're going to go down this side for the divine feminine, and it's the hopes for the relationship. Well, it looks like in the past it's been an absolute struggle, and there didn't look like much hope for this really, even though the twin, they always hope and it's this constant yearning, but it looks like it's coming out of that. It's the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands always looks like an absolute fight in our hands, but it's in the reverse. So it could either mean the female has given up on it and thought, oh, I just can't do this now, or it's coming out of that fighting mode, starting to relax and maybe even just get on with their own life, because I think that's always the best thing to do in these situations. It's not, it's best to kind of let it pan out and let the karmic relationships that either side could be in play themselves out. So it could be to stop the kind of fighting and the constantly trying to contact the other person, which can actually push the other person away. This card here, which would be how you feeling about your partner, how you feeling about the twin flame partner, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is basically would have been the whole thing. It's like you would have had it all. It'd have been the happy family scenario. In reverse, it looks to me like you're really kind of thinking that's what I would have loved to have had, and it's not happening. I wouldn't say giving up, but you're being realistic that pushing and pushing and pushing isn't always going to make it happen. And sometimes we can put these relationships on an absolute pedestal, especially with a twin flame relationship, and that's what that card can sometimes mean. Making a relationship to be something that it really isn't. You know, it's you've maybe taken a back seat. A lot of you might have actually been walking away and just said, I can't do this anymore. That's what that one up there can be as well. You've had enough and you're just going to let it go. You're going to go on with your life, and to be honest, when things start to get that way, you're better just getting on with your life. You're better just moving on, getting on with your life, and if it's meant to be, it will. These relationships always come back together anyway, but sometimes you push and push and push, you're putting your own life on hold, and there's no point to that. There's no point, because you'll not get anywhere. The next card down for that is what is actually blocking you? The King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is always the kind of person who is quite stern, speaks their mind, and I think like that what's been blocking you is maybe you have been harsh. You've maybe said some things. Hang on, I get drink my tea, my throat's getting dry. There's maybe been words said. There's been maybe you've said things to your twin flame because you're trying to kind of get them to see sense or get them to get back, and you've actually blocked them because you're pushing too hard. And the King of Swords can be a very, I say a straight talker. He's in reverse. He's more than just a straight talker. He's somebody who can be quite hurtful. There's maybe been quarrels and you've said things that you just wish you could take back, because the King of Swords there with his sword pushed forward, you know, he's ready for a fight, and I think that's been your downfall. You've maybe said too much, and you're hoping that's where you've blocked. You wish you could have taken it back. The next one down is what can you do to heal it? Again, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very earthy lady. She's very family orientated, and she just basically is everything you would think to be the family woman, is, you know, the garden, the house, everything in the material world. She's in reverse. To heal this, maybe you would have to stop maybe even mothering this person. You might actually be acting more like their mother than a partner, you know, like a loving partner, you know, like a sexual partner. So it could be that, or you have to give up being so I was going to say materialistic, because she can be quite a materialistic person, the Queen of Pentacles. She likes her luxury, she likes her money. You could possibly have to give up that kind of lifestyle. You might need to go with the simpler route to be with this particular partner. Twin flames tend to be, if they're from the same kind of soul, they should have basically the same wants and needs. So maybe that you're blocking yourself by maybe trying to be something you're not for this person. You maybe need to be more true to your core beliefs. Now, going on to the divine male side, again, that can still be the female or the the divine male energy can be female. It depends on the relationship. On this side, what their hopes are for the relationship. It looks like this person has had a lot of nightmares about this. Okay, it's in reverse. It could be coming out of that right enough. It could be that the divine male is coming out of this time of absolute heartbreak. They can't sleep at night, they're up all night, they're worrying. They've got so much in their minds, they just don't know which way to turn. But it is all in their mind. They could be thinking a lot about this person. They maybe, do you know this? The divine male could actually be in their karmic relationship and don't know what way to go. I mean, it is in reverse, so maybe they're starting to make a decision of what it is they actually want, and things are getting clearer for them now, because whatever has been on their mind, whether it be that they want to be with their divine feminine. They cannot seem to, they couldn't sleep. Remember that the divine male might be actually in a relationship already, could have a family. Maybe it's not just that easy to walk away to be with their divine feminine. So you have to take that on board if they're in a karmic relationship. What does he feel about the actual divine feminine? Oh, he thinks she's the Queen of Cups in reverse. So to me that tells that is the love of his life. I mean, the Queen of Cups is a female who is very emotional. She's very emotional, very loving, wears a heart on her sleeve. She's on the reverse. So maybe the divine male is frightened to actually get in contact, because maybe it's actually setting the divine feminine off. Maybe it's getting too, he's frightened that it's going to get her too emotional too quickly. Maybe he's saying he's been a bit unstable. If you have been doing all this kind of contacting before and try to push the relationship, I think they do know that this is a really special karmic relationship. Well, not a karmic relationship, you're his twin flame. But it could be that he's too frightened to see it that way at the moment. He can't see his true love. He's maybe not quite at that stage yet. And how is he blocked? How is he blocked? He can't make a decision. It's a Two of Pentacles. It's juggling a decision. Can't he make up his mind? Doesn't know what to do. Here he is up here. He can't, trying to get out from this feeling of kind of sleep at night. And this, but it looks like both of these cards are, his side's basically on the reverse, so it would appear to me that where he's been stuck before, he's coming out of that. The divine male is starting to come out of this feeling really stuck energy. In fact, a lot of these cards are actually in the reverse. So it's, apart from the ones at the very top of where this relationship should be, it would seem that you should be together, but both the male, the divine feminine and the divine male are both at a stage where they know what they want, but life's just too complicated at the moment. It could be for coming into 2018 that things will start to move ahead. Right, so what can he do to become unblocked? Strength. He's got the Strength card in reverse. He'll need to feel that he can actually get the strength or the inner wisdom, if you like, to even speak to his divine feminine, because at the moment it's as if he's frightened to go near her, because he's frightened to start anything up in case it all falls away again. It's maybe just too powerful an emotion, because this is in reverse. He needs to try and find that strength. He's got it within him to contact and get together with his divine feminine, but at the moment he's feeling really stuck. The conclusion for this is, what is the road ahead for both, whether to get together or not, is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the conclusion. So it will get together. You will get together. It's a partnership. It's more than just soulmates, because your soulmate can be anybody, but your twin flame is part of you. So and I actually prefer that, because sometimes the Lover's card is just about sex. The Lover's card can just be a good sexual relationship, but I always think the Two of Cups is a profound love. It doesn't have to be about sex and all that kind of thing. It's a profound love that's meant to be. Right guys, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pull a Doreen Virtue card here. Let me have a look. I'm actually standing behind this camera, so I'm a bit awkward. Let me think. Let me have a look. One card to see what... And I always think these cards stand by themselves. They're nothing to do with tarot. They are an oracle card, so I'll read the message, what it says. I'm getting a bit awkward with them because I'm standing at... Oops. I'm standing... Oh, the honest truth's popped out. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. And flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Maybe that is the way to go ahead with this partner. with your divine male and divine feminine, maybe getting too heavy and trying to convince somebody that you're meant to be together just is not the way to go, because it's such an explosive energy that I think some people can get terrified. Right, flirt. Let's see what Dorian says about flirt. Flirt. Right, there we go. The romance angels guide you to initiate romance with flirtatiousness, which entails smiling with your eyes as you connect with others. It doesn't necessarily involve sexuality, although it can. Flirting is playful in nature, and playfulness is the heart of romance. If you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner can revive passion. If you're single, this activity can attract new friendships as well as love in a relationship. Drawing this card can simply mean that making more eye contact with others will help you connect with people. This is especially true if you smile and say hello more often. Everyone you meet is a potential friend, and studies show that most people are introduced to their mates through a mutual acquaintance. Therefore, form new friendships both as a way of meeting a new partner and to increase your enjoyment of life. See, I think like that, because these relationships, people are not together in their twin flame relation. Very few, though you will get certain ones that will say, oh yes, I am. Very few are here that are actually together in their relationship, and I think that's the way to go back. I think this heavy pushing and making somebody actually acting like a crazy stalker is not getting anybody anywhere. I think you need to get back to being friends. Okay? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give the receive the highest energy of all. Now, I'm going to get people saying that this isn't true and twin flames, blah, 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 but I think deep in their heart, the ones who just cannot move on with their lives and constantly keep phoning their twin flame and getting in contact can be seen as being unstable. So I think these messages are right. Get back to being friends before you try and force this person back into your life, because you might know that this is what you want and you're meant to be together, but if this other person isn't quite seeing this, you're only going to come across as crazy and end up with some kind of lawyer's letter to stay away from. Right, let's see. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experience. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness, and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and you'll do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. Guys, I actually think that's really quite good advice, okay? If you're still at that stage, because looking at this spread, the twin flames will get together, will become, the energies will get together, because let's face it, you contact one another during sleep. You know, your spirits will get together. But during the actual waking hours, you just have to get on with your lives. And if that means going out and having a social life and meeting up with other people, rather than staying indoors and being moping about and being quite unattractive, this is what you have to do. I dare say I'll get some people that will say this isn't what twin flames are about, but I can assure you it is. People just make this into something that is a painful experience, and it doesn't have to be. So I hope you do like the reading, and you subscribe and give me a thumbs up and comment. Speak to you all later, guys.